ways. Life with its ups and downs and trials and tribulations can hit us hard. So hard that we lose our way. The world feels hostile and cold. Come back to the space where you recognize your resources and your blessings. Journey in the now and into tomorrow. Embrace your grace. If you can't calm the waters, learn to ride the waves. Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Leverage Me Too and Quantum Success Joy Talk with an exciting show for you today. We're going to talk today about bringing desire into fruition, and I'm going to draw on the age-old book, time-honored and internationally reputed Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich has been reputed to have initiated the self-development, self-help field. It's been translated into more languages than I know, and I just invite you to pick up a copy. As a matter of fact, for those of you listening to the show, if you don't know, now you know you can access the book both on audio and video free of charge online. I don't have to give you a secret handshake or anything. All you have to do is Google search Think and Grow Rich audio or video, and it may come straight up. Certainly you can go to YouTube and type in Think and Grow Rich. Not only can you get the book on audio from professionally, but you can also catch Napoleon Hill himself all the way back from over 100 years ago, or I don't know if it's that late, but certainly 50 years ago when he did his taping. So I give you that up front before I get carried away and forget. In page 35, and most of the different volumes or different editions, he opens up saying, the method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into its financial equivalent consists of 6 definite practical steps. First, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It's not sufficient to say, I want plenty of money. Be definite as to the amount. There's a psychological reason for definiteness, which will be described in a subsequent chapter. Second, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There's no such reality as something for nothing. Third, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Fourth, create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you're ready or not to put this plan into action. Fifth, write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. And finally, number 6, read your written statement aloud, twice daily, once just before retiring at night, and once after arising in the morning. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of the money. I will repeat that for you. Number 6 said, read your written statement aloud twice daily, once just before retiring at night, and once after rising in the morning. Now, I mentioned these steps in this time-honored book. There are probably tens of thousands of people, certainly dozens who you can talk to today, but tens and tens of thousands over the decades, over the years, who have taken this book and used it to help them to transmute their circumstances into their desired equivalent of optimal success. You have access to the same tools that they have used successfully so that you can do that for yourself here, now, today, beginning today. If you've already been working on your goals and you may find them somewhat impotent, that is to say that you don't see or feel the experience of success that you have been hoping would come at this time, I invite you to listen to the audio tape on your way to work or as you're traveling, as you're waiting in line. You can download it. And those of you who don't mind or prefer to read, you get the book on PDF and download it and read it on your phone, iPad, or desktop, notebook, what have you. Some of you creative ones may want to print it out, but you can also pick up a copy at your local bookstore. Order it on Amazon.com. You can even go to used bookstores because they invariably will have a self-development section. And if they have a self-development section, I guarantee there'll be copies of Think and Grow Rich there. Now, having said all that, let's talk about what you're going to do tonight. I'm going to invite you to pause and to seriously consider these steps. Fix in mind the exact amount of money that you intended to acquire and establish a specific date for its attainment. When is it that it will all come into you? When you do that, you also want to decide and determine in writing that you intend to give in return for the money you desire. Now, when you look at the book, he will just say, I will provide goods and services, and that's a general statement. But I want to invite you to create a plan, create a vivid plan. Maybe there is a rubric already in place that can help you to establish how many calls you need to make, or how much service is being charged, how much service you need to provide. Whatever it is, create a very specific plan, like a roadmap. If you want to drive to Florida and you've never been and you live in Maryland, then it would help for you to get a map. Well, 21st century, obviously you can get a GPS, just turn on the GPS, but do that equivalent for your financial success. Create a definite plan. And when you do this, remember, the plan doesn't have to be fully developed. In this example, we're saying that you begin now, start today. Now, many of the folks that I work with and I've come into contact with in business are already embarked on their journey. They have begun and they're doing some things, and whether they're moving haphazardly or whether they have a very specific plan in place, I know that by taking the time to write these things down will give them that kind of daily reminder to keep them on the beam. I like 3x5 cards. I love 3x5 cards or 4x6 cards for some because I can fit it in my pocket. I can carry it around and read it over and over. You can take your statements or the equivalent and maybe even put it on your refrigerator, on your door, on your visor of your car, just wherever you need to put things so that you can begin to integrate in your being this as a high priority. Your mind can, he says, this is a Napoleon Hill quote, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that if you will simply, and this is biblical, if you have the faith of a mustard seed and you say to that mountain, move, it will move. As your faith, so shall it be. Create an intense belief and recognition that that which has been brought to you, what's in your spirit, in your heart, is yours to manifest. You know, Think and Grow Rich, I'm going to just ask you to do this. I'm going to say, in addition to the resources I mentioned, YouTube Napoleon Hill and Science of Achievement, and a whole bunch of stuff will come up. And listen to him and watch him and hear him. He gets amazingly close to talking about spirit and about development, about source, and about infinite intelligence. And you will drink deeply from this and use it to enrich your understanding about your possibility and purpose and how your mind connects to infinite intelligence and, in fact, encourages and allows you to invoke or to attract that power, the strength to work through you. It seems that more and more clear you are about what you want, the easier it is for you, for the whole universe to seem to conspire to support you in that endeavor. I know many people talk about when they first go out to do something, there seems to be a lot of obstacles, and that may be the way